Hello and welcome to episode 24 of Forever Stranded. Guys, I've got a few plans for today. There's a lot of things that I'd like to do. First thing we're going to do is go and check on our void miner. Yeah, that's the word. That's the word that I was just forgetting there. You can see that it's given us quite a few other things. The one thing that's kind of bothering me about it is that we've got this orange lens in here, right? It says white, but it's an orange lens, definitely, that we put in there in order to get specific ores more readily, which should be copper and ardite. And I have gotten a few copper. I have. It's not the most thing that I've gotten, but I have gotten a few copper. No ardite. None, which is something that we need because that's required to make the tier 2 upgrades for our tools. And we just don't have any. And this is really the only way to get it other than sieving through the nether gravel stuff, and it's boring and has a really low chance. So this is totally what I was hoping would work, and it should be working, and it's not. And that frustrates me. But anyways, we'll come back to that. The next thing that we're going to do is we're going to capture a cow. Boop. +1 cow. And then we're going to come over, probably over to this desert temple that we have destroyed, because I bet this is going to have a location that we can use the way that we need to. Because what I need to do is I need to trap this cow, and I'm going to show you how. I'm going to show you what the plan is. Don't you worry, you're going to know all the things that I know very, very soon. So let's see here. This will work. This will work right here. Okay, so we're going to put down a milk jar. And some of you already know what's going on, and keep quiet for the rest of the class. They got to know. They got to know eventually. They can't just see it right ago. Okay, so anyways, then we're going to put the cow down there, and then we're going to put an anvil here. And then this is now a cow in a jar. Or it should be. Should be a cow in a jar. Not seeing cow jar. Not seeing cow in jar. Because that's supposed to be a thing. Cow in a jar. You do it like this. You put the cow in the jar. Does it have to be a normal cow? I wonder if it has to be a normal cow. Okay, let's go back. We're going to look at the recipe for that again. We'll make another cow. Alright, we got ourselves the milk jar back down. We got us a normal cow. We got an anvil. Hey, there we go. Cow in a jar. So as it turns out, we did need a normal cow. Fantastic. So then we've got milk for anything that we'd want to cook. So now we don't have to, milk cows. We can just get milk through it this way. And it will naturally generate over time. So it's not even something that we have to, really worry about trying to make or produce. So that's fantastic. Because what I want to do, I'm going to key you in on the actual plan for today, right? What I want to do is I want to go to the end. I really want to go to the end and do stuff there. That's the plan. That is the plan. So, I'm going to pull this off and put it there. And hopefully that should provide the milk no problem. I think that it will. I don't think that it's a problem for it. I really don't. I'm going to put that there. Can I still open that? Yeah, fantastic. And any toast that I make will still be able to be caught. That's the reason that thing is there. It's when I make toast. It just pops out randomly. So I want it there to catch it. So, I got to let this thing generate enough milk that we can make a cake. Because that is cake. We need 2 of these. 2 of them. And it shouldn't really be a hard thing to do, but we need it. So I'm hoping. Yeah, I can't see it there. Maybe because I don't have enough materials for it yet. What would I actually, like, if I was going to try to make this, what am I missing? I know I've got, do I have sugar? I might not actually have sugar. I guess we would need some sugar cane. Let's go grab some. It's not like we don't have enough. We have plenty. It has been coming in already. Look at that, 19 stacks. Sugar cane for days. So let's go ahead and put this in here. I'm going to turn that into sugar. Put it in the fridge. So now it's got sugar, it's got eggs, and it's got wheat, and it has milk. Well, it's getting milk. Now it will have one full bucket of milk. So let us check if I can make a cake. Cake. No, I cannot. I think it just doesn't have enough milk yet. Can we manually add milk to this? I wonder. Let's check. We're gonna come over here. Thank you for your milk cow. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. Fantastic. Let's go ahead and do that a couple more times. And that should enable us to make one cake. I really want to see if this works. That's the main deal. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. So we need 2 of these. So it needs 6,000 total milk. So we'll have to milk a couple more times, and then we're going to put this ender cake together. You guys ready? Because here it is. This is the recipe for making an end cake. Then you go ahead and you take this, and you plop it out into the world somewhere. Now, me personally, I'm going to do it over here. This is where my portal to Nether is. And just like for the sake of keeping things contained in the same location, because that's kind of, that's what I like to do, basically. I'm going to put it over here. So I'm going to put it right here. And it starts off with 1 slice. So if you use it, then it's gone. But if you put Eyes of Ender into it, you get more slices to the cake. And then that's multiple times you can teleport. So that way you don't have to build the whole recipe again. You just have to refill it with those Eyes of Ender. So let's go ahead and chomp a piece and head to the end. Oh, interesting. It's like a very normal Ender Island type thing. I didn't expect this, In most of the packs like this, the end is also like a void or is not something that you can mine stuff from. And you saw that our Nether was like that. There was definitely nothing we could do inside there. So our first task is going to be killing this Ender Dragon, of course. Oh, I missed. There we go. And we're certainly not invulnerable. We're just really, really tough. And we've got some decent weapons. Not great weapons, but decent weapons. And the one thing I didn't think about was being able to collect Dragon's Breath, huh? Yeah, we're going to need some of that. But not this time, because I didn't collect bottles. So this time we just got to kill him. Oh, what am I doing? Just hopping right in that fire. Best thing. I know what I'm doing. Is that one a lie? I can just fall right through that one? That's weird. I thought these things were solid on the top. But I guess not. Okay, so now that Ender Dragon has no way to regenerate, let's kill this bad boy. Going in for that final strike, hopefully. Boom. And a whole bunch of Ender Pearls. And even more from the few that I managed to accidentally hit. But yeah, check it out, guys. We're going to leave the dragon egg alone for a moment, because I didn't bring any of the ways to collect it. And, but the real reason that we came here, like the whole reason, was to get this stuff. This Ender Biotite ore is very, very useful in what we're trying to do next. So let's go ahead, we're going to grab out this, and send some of this stuff back. All these Ender Pearls we've collected. Infinity Booster card? Nice. Nice. Some of these bars, this anvil, these feathers, this sand, that thing. Yeah, we're just going to send all of that back to our base. And this we're going to put back in here, this in here too, and then this and this. Fantastic. So now we've got a pretty clear inventory for all of this mining that I want to do. Because this stuff right here is what we're looking for. Because what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get a good setup going to produce lava. Because really, I was looking at it, and it seems like the best way to get that rutile, or the titanium that we need for making all those machines, is to do nether gravel, which I just said not very long ago that I have no interest in trying to do, right? Because the setup for it's a little bit complicated. It requires like some active management, and it's just stuff that I'm not interested in doing. It's not even like it's really hard. I just don't want to. But it's what we got to do to progress. So if that's what we got to do to progress, then we're going to have to do it. So we're going to do it in the best way that we can. Now, the two top tier, I will say, materials for putting underneath a crucible to get the lava production going as quickly as possible. One of them is an advanced machine frame, which is made from that titanium stuff. Like, that is an advanced rocketry thing, I believe. I'm almost certain. That's what it was when I looked it up. And the other thing is biotite. If you make a block of it and put it underneath it, it goes really fast. So that's what we're here for, just biotite. So I'm going to mine a lot of this out, probably this whole island, and then we will head back and I'll show you what I'm setting up. Yeah, so I made one of the blocks, you can see it here, and then I'm just producing a little bit of netherrack here so that way I can check it out. Because right now it's 5 millibuckets per second, right? That's what we're seeing there. So let's go ahead, knock that out, put that down in its place. 133, that is such a big jump. Wow. Wow. That is huge. Okay, so yeah, that's exactly what we needed was... I'm just going to go ahead and take this back out and stop producing that. So yeah, whew, I'm sure glad we made all that biotite. Okay, fantastic. So let's go ahead and we're going to make 4 more of those, and then I'm going to show you what I did, right? So what I've got down here is it's just a little setup, right? It's nothing too amazing or astonishing, but we've got a cobblestone generator, the top tier one, feeding into 4 of the crucibles, which has a tank in the middle that is pulling the lava out of the crucibles and holding it in the tank. Yep, and then that is pushing it upwards into this stone barrel. And then I have some redstone on with a flat transfer node in between it that's going to push the redstone out into the barrel. Now, guys, there's a little bit of a bug, and we're totally taking advantage of it, right? So if you have a flat transfer node on one of these storage drawers pushing into a barrel, it doesn't ever use the material up. It doesn't. Like, I could make 1,000,000 of this. Like, watch. I'll just tear all this out, right? So you see 1 out of 64, right? Let's pop that out. Made another one. Pop it out. Pop it out. Pop it out. 1 out of 64. Or 1 times 64. Pop it out. Still same. But yeah, so basically we need to produce lava super quickly. Like that's the point here. So we're going to knock all this out. Go ahead and pull that out. And then we're going to put that in there. We're going to put that back just because. Alright, so there we go. Put this back down if I can. There we go. So yeah, now all we need is something to just automatically take the netherrack out of there, which is what we're going to work on next. I'm going to look at the available options and see which would be the best one. Alright, now that I've got that set up, I ended up going with a mechanical user just because it doesn't require power, it can be always on, and also I can put in, some speed upgrades, which don't matter, I guess, because it's popping at the speed that it's able to transfer the lava into it. But hey, whatever. Maybe we'll upgrade it later. But for now, this is working no problem. So we've got this, and it's just collecting the netherrack over time. I'm going to feed that into an auto compressor, so that way the netherrack is getting pushed into a compressed form. So that way I can use a compressed hammerer. Which will then take the netherrack and turn it into nether gravel, which is going to put it into just a normal auto sieve. Not a fancy one, one of the compressed sieves, just a normal one that I can feed with meshes in the same way that we're doing before. Now I'm thinking, actually, that this needs to go up top. like over here in our system. So that way we can keep it fed with the sieves easier. But this stuff I want to be below ground for sure. So let me look here. Do I have another color? That's the real issue. I've used so many colors on this ender conduit cabling that I'd have to find something else that is unique that I haven't used already to do anything on. So here we've got white, brown. Here we've got pink, magenta, or purple magenta. And then here we've got yellow cyan. Now, I can't remember. I'm honestly struggling here. Let me take a look here real quick. I need a connection though. So let me put this down just here. Let me just cycle through the colors real quick. Cyan, light gray, gray, pink. Pink. That might be the one that I'm not using yet. I don't know. Let's if I'm using it, it'll be up here, right? So we got magenta, we got, is that's also magenta, right? Because those two are the same. Orange, gray, green, black. I don't think we're using pink yet. I don't think we are. If we're not, then we've got a color for this. Yellow, what's that one? Yellow and cyan? Yeah, I don't think we're using pink yet. Okay, so if we import off of this network on pink, I think we can have this up there. So let's go ahead. We're gonna do it. We're gonna test it out anyways. We're just gonna plop it down next to these. Well, okay, we need to take this rock out first, but then we're gonna plop it down next to those. We're gonna throw down an item conduit so that way it can be fed. It can be fed with the sieve, a mesh there. It's going to look terrible unless we throw another one up here, though, because it's all off-center and, you know, setting off people's OCD. But then that's also off-center, so I guess I should have noticed that a long time ago, that that's still a thing that's going on. Okay, and then we're gonna try to insert. It's going to have to be an in and out, just like normal. We're going to insert on pink and pull out on. What are the drops? That's a thing. Let's check this. Well, okay, we're gonna just leave that inactive for now, and we'll figure that out in a minute, because that's what we need to do later. Okay, and then we need to feed it with power, which is why we have some of these again, so that way we can hook it up to the same network. There we go. Should be full power. Oh no, it's taking in gravel. Like, that's the thing. Is gravel being inserted on pink? It's not though, because this is taking it. It's taking it over here? Because that's normal gravel. So that should be coming from here. No, where is that coming from? Because this is the thing. This machine is making normal gravel. So this is the only thing that should be extracting on normal gravel. Why is this thing getting gravel? Inserting pink, extracting on green. This should not at all. Huh. Let me spend a moment trying to sort this out. So as it turns out, I was just being a little thick at that particular moment, because of course it got a couple of gravel because I was cycling through all of the colors, but as soon as I got it there, it hasn't accepted anything else. So I think we're fine there, because there's nothing else that's flowing into it. So I'm ready to try to kick this on. As you can see, I kind of had to. The wires look really bad, right? Because I had to mess around with it a little bit. Actually, let's just for aesthetic's sakes, I'm gonna make this look a little bit better because I need to. Because we're gonna just do it over here, right? And then this one we're gonna insert on brown, and then this one we're going to make it an in and out. Insert on green, extract on brown, always active. And this one's insert, so it doesn't have an active. So then it'll come straight from there into there, back out into here. And then this is extracting only on pink. This has no connection to it, so it's not interacting with the other conduit network at all. So we should be fine there. Energy is being fed, no problem. So let's kick it on and see what happens. Always active. So here we can see there's netherrack being put in. There's nether. We got compressed netherrack in here. Yep. And then we're going to let this go, and then we should see compressed or nether gravel coming into here. Yes! That's what we wanted to see, was nether gravel getting into here. And then it's going to just slowly tear through it. Now, the drops for nether gravel are pretty low. I mean, like, we've got a 7% chance there, a 2% chance, 20% on the broken copper. So these have kind of a high chance. But none of the other stuff, none of the stuff that we're interested in has a high chance, which is unfortunate. But, you know, we'll get there. We will get there. So let's take a look here. Does this... I wonder if this can just be made into normal copper, or if it's something different, isn't it? Like, let's take a look. What are the uses? Yeah, nether copper ore. Because I was kind of hoping that we could just feed this directly into our other system and then get it done that way, but it looks like we won't be able to. We're going to have to do like another compressor, another sieve. Honestly, I'm probably just going to avoid everything but the stuff that we care about, because we're getting enough of the normal ones just from the normal one, like nickel, iron, copper, gold, all that stuff I'm probably just going to avoid. But the gas tiers, the cobalts, the titanium, and the ardite, we're going to keep. That stuff's important to us. Speaking of ardite, let's go check on our other thing. And I'm thinking that's going to be the end of the episode. We've stretched on a little bit long here, maybe even. I don't know, I'll have to check. But let's look inside here and see what we can see. We have some ardite, guys. So it is actually producing it. It's just doing it really, really slowly. But that's fantastic. So we finally got some of that material that we're looking for, and then maybe we can complete that quest. Now, guys, I know we didn't do any quests today. I know we didn't. But that's okay. Sometimes you have to work on infrastructure before you can get to the important stuff. But anyways, if you liked what you saw, please let me know by hitting that like button. I really do like seeing it. It makes me happy. It makes me feel like you guys are enjoying what I'm doing. It's important. It's important. And then also, if you're new and you want to see more, please subscribe. There's a few things that we're doing on the channel together, of course. So, I mean, it's not Minecraft every day, but hey, that's fine. It doesn't have to be Minecraft every day. There's plenty of stuff going on. But anyways, I'll see you guys in the next episode.